I open my eyes, and after a few seconds, I realize my reality. I hate myself, my family. I don't really have any true friends. I have slight depression and anxiety, and I have to study, but I don't want to study at all. And all in all, I hate my life. But to make sure that I don't have to face any of this, I grab my phone and start to distract myself. But as I'm scrolling on social media, all of these things are still running in the back of my mind. The homework I have to do, the fact that I don't have any really friends. This was 3 years ago when I was at the lowest point in my life. Fast forward to today, my brain doesn't produce negative thoughts and bully me all the time. I'm a happy guy, and above all, I enjoy doing the work that I know I have to do. And so today, let me show you how I went from being slight depressed and being anxious to being a person who is happy with his life and is living a purposeful life. But before that, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Odd, and I am someone who has been on Muslim self-improvement for 3 years now. Someone whose mission is to help the Ummah by doing and bringing people on Muslim self-improvement. First of all, in today's video, I'm not going to mention the basic things like getting your morning sunlight, journaling, making your to-do list, and like meditation, all of those things. Those are the things which I have already mentioned in a previous video. But if you want me to make a separate video on this, go and let me know down in the comments. And so the first thing I am going to discuss today is social media and scrolling. And before you want to click off, remember, today I'm not going to tell you all the cliche things like telling you that the average person has an attention span of like less than a goldfish and like social media causes depression and all of those things. No, I'm not going to tell you all the cliche things that everybody tells you on YouTube and everything else. Instead, today I'm going to tell you something that is going to shock you. And today I am going to tell you something that if you know, you will never ever want to watch short form content ever again, because now you will understand that what does short form content really do to your brain. And so to understand, first of all, you have to know that the reels that go viral always invoke an emotion, because the only reason that reel went viral on like Instagram or Snapchat or YouTube Shops or whatever, or like TikTok, whatever app. The only reason that short form content went viral is because it invoked a particular emotion. Maybe it was anger, sadness, happiness, envy, depression, I don't know, whatever. Every single reel that goes viral invokes an emotion, because that is the only way that people will relate to that reel, and that is the only way that reel will go viral. And one thing, the reels we watch are the viral reels, because if you know anything about the algorithm of these apps, you understand that the reels you are watching are the reels that have went viral and a lot of people have liked them. And so all viral reels have emotions in them. They invoke emotion in you. And so let's say you watch a reel that invokes an emotion of anger. You feel really angry after watching that reel, no matter, I don't know for what reason, but let's just say that. Now, in normal day-to-day life, anger is a healthy emotion. Like maybe not that much healthy, but it is an emotion, and emotions are healthy. And no, I'm not like a red pill person who's going to tell you to like you should not like listen to your emotions or anything like that, because I understand that emotions are really good for you. Even if you are a man, emotions are good for you. Yeah, that's a different debate what you should do on those emotions, but emotions are good for you and they are totally healthy for you. But what happens inside your brain when you feel an emotion, when an emotion is invoked in your body and your brain? Well, if you don't know, chemicals which are called neurotransmitters in like nerd speak or something, like if you want to know, like chemicals are released inside your brain, and your brain needs time to like break down those chemicals and molecules. And after your brain has broken down those molecules and chemicals, you start to feel that that emotion has kind of gone away. If you were angry after watching that reel, maybe after 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 15 minutes, it's different for every single person, and it like depends on the intensity of the anger you felt. After some time, that anger will start to simmer down and it will start to go away. Now, that is totally healthy and that is totally possible in normal day-to-day life, because in normal life, you just feel one emotion at a time. If you are feeling angry, your brain will first go and dissolve that emotion, and then you will feel another emotion. But then on social media, media, you watch a reel that has made you angry, and then you do this, and the next reel makes you happy. Now your brain is dealing with both the emotions of anger and happiness. Now you do this, the next reel makes you depressed. Now your brain is dealing with all three emotions: anger, happiness, and depression. Now you do this again, and now you are feeling envy. You are feeling the emotion of envy. Now your brain is dealing with all four of those emotions. And so, because we already know every single reel invokes a different emotion, if you scroll for 60 minutes, which is very, very little in today's world, for today's teenagers, because I know how much teenagers scroll on social media. Some teenagers out there have a screen time of 13 hours a day, bro. And most of it, 90% of it, is used watching reels. Let's just say that you scroll for 60 minutes. Well, the length of an average reel is maximum 15 seconds, 7 to 15 seconds. But let's say it is like 15 seconds. All the reels you watched in that 1 hour were all 15 seconds long. Well, the answer we get is 900 emotions after just 1 hour of scrolling. So this is the reason that when you get off your phone and when you get off of social media after scrolling for a lot of time, you feel like really weird and you can't even understand what's going on in the real world, because you are feeling what is called an emotional hangover, because you felt like 900 emotions in a span of just 1 hour, and your brain needs like minimum 10 minutes to break down just one emotion. Bro, that's like, how much time is that? How much time, how much good time that you could have spent thinking and doing and like really doing something for your life, because you just wanted to scroll on social media. By the way, if you are serious about Muslim self-improvement and you want to ask me one-on-one questions and you want to go on one-on-one calls with me, go and check out the first link in the description if you are a male, and go and check out the second link in the description if you are a female, and those links will take you to my free communities. Now let's say you want to change this. What do we do? Before I tell you what to do, I want to tell you a story. Around 2.5 years ago from today, I found out about self-improvement. And in the start, I wanted to get consistent. Like, I was watching videos, I knew what to do. I knew that I should go meditate, I knew I should like journal, I should make my to-do list, I should do the work, I should not scroll, I should do this, do this, do this, all of those things. I was starting to learn that I should do this and this and this. But for some reason, until around 5-6 months later, I found a video. It just randomly came on my homepage from Iman Gaji, and it was a 15 minutes long video. And I click on the video, and in the video, he says that he is going to tell us something that is going to change our lives. And at that time, because I really wanted to be like him, I took that video really seriously. And in the video, he gave us a challenge. And within the challenge days, our school trip came as well. And so I was on the challenge when I went on my school trip around 2 years ago from today. And only Allah knows that after that trip, I was never ever the same person ever again. I was a completely different person, because now self-improvement became so easy for me. And if you're wondering what that challenge was, it was dopamine detox. And I know you want to click off this video so much right now, because you have seen so many videos about dopamine detox. You know that everybody tells you that you should do this, you should do this. I know. And this is a really big topic, and I am going to make a separate video on this, explaining how to do like the best way to do dopamine detox as a Muslim. But for now, let's just talk about how you're going to do this and what like actionable steps you can take. And so dopamine detox, in my opinion, has two phases. The first phase is the first 7 days, and then there is the second phase, in which there are the second 21 days. And so in total, this makes up 28 days. And so in the first 7 days, you have 5 principles to follow. 5 principles that you must abide by during the first 7 days of your dopamine detox. And the first one of these 5 principles is screen time less than 1 hour on your phone. And cope you're coming up with right now that I need my phone, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. No, that's a cope. It is completely possible for you to have a screen time of less than 1 hour every single day. If you don't believe me, let me just show you my own screen time. Right now, I am recording this video at 4:19 p.m. So nearly the entire day has passed away, and the amount I have used is the amount of screen time I have is this. I don't know if you can see this clearly or not. I hope you can. 36 minutes. And Among those 36 minutes, 5 minutes is like clock, which is like my alarms running and all of that stuff. And so only 31 minutes of screen time and nearly the entire day has passed. Like yes, some days I go above my screen time limit because I'm working, and it's different for me because right now I am not on dopamine detox, but you are on dopamine detox and you are starting it. And so this is going to be your time on phone. If you want to work on laptop, on like that, on like your PC or something like that, okay, that is different. But your screen time on your phone must be less than 1 hour. And then the second pillar is no YouTube. Yeah, no YouTube whatsoever. I don't care how productive that video is. I don't care how much you need that video right now. No, don't even watch my videos, bro. Like delete YouTube from your phone. I think you can't really delete YouTube from your phone because it's one of the apps that comes pre-installed in your phone. So just like deactivate it or like do whatever you can. Just get like YouTube off of your phone and you're like off your desktop and all of that stuff. Just for 7 days, bro. No YouTube. And if you really need a video, go and turn on incognito and then search that video, watch that video. This is only if you really need that video, and you cannot like pass those 7 days without that video, not because of your like emotions or like because of your addiction or something like that, but because of some really important work. Then the third principle is no porn. Just none of it, bro. Just leave it, bro. Like yeah, it's a different topic that you should never ever watch it, and I really want you to just leave it forever, but just for now, just for these first 7 days, no porn, bro. Just leave it, bro. Why do you need it? I don't understand why. You don't understand what it does to your brain, because I know, I have done my like due research on this topic. I know what watching porn does to your brain and does to your life. And then the fourth principle is 10 minutes of meditation every single day. No matter like if you think you have no time, if you think you're super busy, whatever, just for 7 days, bro. Just 10 minutes of meditation every single day won't kill you at all. You have time. You have time to spend 13 hours on your phone, but you don't have time to like spend 10 minutes meditating. Like who are you trying to like delude here? You know you have time, and so just meditate every single day for 10 minutes. And then the last principle of dopamine detox is one ruku of Quran every single day. It takes maximum 15 minutes, bro. It's you don't have time. Again, if you're thinking that I don't have time, you have time, and you know you have time. It takes maximum 15 minutes. If you get really busy like later on in the day, just read it the first thing in the morning before you even go out of your room. Just like go and take a Quran from your like from the shelf in at which like Quran are kept in your house, and then place it in your room. And then before you go out of your room in the morning, after you pray Fajr and all of that stuff, if you pray Fajr in the mosque, like yeah, that's a different thing. But before you go out of your room, you read one ruku of Quran. That's all. It takes maximum 15 minutes. So when you have completed these first 7 days, you will already be doing like 200% better than previously. But to make sure that you still improve and you just like don't drop off here, we are going to do the next 21 days as well. And in the next 21 days, you are going to do these things. The first thing is meditation, bro. Meditation. You're just going to continue the meditating every single day. Like yeah, now after the first 7 days, you can decrease it to sometimes some days 5 minutes, some days 7 minutes, and then some days 10 minutes. Whatever you feel like. But no matter what, you're not going to leave it. You're not going to skip not a single day. And then the second thing is exercise. Whether you go to the gym, whether you go to a park, whether you do calisthenics, powerlifting, weightlifting, body like I don't know, like boxing, whatever you want to do it. But get your body like working. Do some exercise just for minimum 30 minutes every single day. Exercise 30 minutes for every single day. That's the second part. And then the third thing to do among the second 21 days is 5 daily prayers every single day. Even if you miss a prayer by like mistake, or you had the intention to pray, like you miss Fajr or something like that, go and pray later on. If you miss Fajr at the time you wake up, go and pray Fajr at that time. Like, yes, the ideal is never to miss Fajr, but I know you're just starting out. It's going to be really hard. If you are consistent with Fajr and all of that stuff, like, yeah, that's a really good thing. Don't like become less consistent because I just mentioned in a video that, yeah, you're just starting out. No, that would be really stupid on my part and your part as well. And so just start praying 5 times every single day, no matter what. And then the fourth pillar of the second 21 days is no social media and screen time less than 1 hour. Yes, again, this is back again. And what you are going to do here is you are going to pull YouTube back in, but you're going to take Instagram, Snapchat, like, I don't know, TikTok, all of those apps out. And so in the first 7 days, you were allowed to use Instagram, Snapchat, and all of those apps. But in the later 21 days, you are allowed to use YouTube, but you are not allowed to use all of the other apps, no matter what. I know you have no work on those apps. I know all the work you have on Instagram is scrolling. I was going to say something else, but yeah, if you know, you know. So just like you are not allowed to use those apps. Simple. So do these 28 days, and I can guarantee you, you will never be the same person ever again. Just like I was never the same person ever again after those 28 days, you are never going to be the same person ever again. Meaning self improvement will become so easy for you because now after you have removed all the distractions from your life and after you have resetted your dopamine, your mental health is going to be better first of all. And secondly, you're going to want to do the things which you didn't really wanted to do in the past. And so this is the major thing that is ruining your mental health right now, social media and scrolling. Then the second way for you to improve your mental health as a Muslim is praying tahajjud. And to be honest, I don't know what's the reason behind this. I couldn't find any reason at all. I tried to think really, really hard, but I couldn't find any major reason at all other than just that there is some deep part, like some deep part in us humans that really likes it and that really loves to talk to Allah. And that's exactly what we do in Tahajjud. Tahajjud is all about being alone and talking to Allah. That's all. That's the main purpose of Tahajjud. And as a way, like as a result of you doing both of these things, you become more closer to Allah as well. And so start praying Tahajjud. Now you might be saying, okay, I don't have time, and even if I have time, I want to pray Tahajjud, but I just can't wake up at Tahajjud. Like my eyes just don't open up even though I put on alarms and all of those things, my eyes don't open up. I get you, bro. I get you. And so what you don't know that there are 3 times in which you can pray tahajjud. The first one, which is the most virtuous one, is that you first of all pray Isha and then you go to sleep and then you wake up, you do wuzu, you pray the Tahajjud and then you go to sleep again and then you wake up for Fajr, pray Fajr and then move on with the rest of your day. This is the most virtuous one and this is, I know, the most difficult one. But then there is the second way as well. The second way is you pray Isha, you go to sleep and then 15-20 minutes before Fajr time, you wake up, you do wuzu, you pray Tahajjud and then after praying Tahajjud, you pray Fajr and then move on with the rest of your day. But there is a third way as well, which is you pray Fajr, you don't pray your witr, and then you wait for some time, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 15 minutes, even 50 minutes will do. You wait for some time and then after that time, you pray Tahajjud and then after the Tahajjud, you pray your witr. Then you go to sleep and then you wake up at Fajr time, pray Fajr and then move on with the rest of your day. Even though the last one is the least virtuous one, if you cannot do the above two ones, if you, it's not really possible for you to do, not because of any like physical thing that's blocking you from doing that, but because your eyes don't really open up, even though you set alarms and all of those things. Just start doing the third one. Even though it is the least virtuous one, it's at least something, bro. Because remember, 0 and 1 can never be equal. It's not possible for you to be equal to the person who is praying tahajjud, even though he is praying the least virtuous tahajjud. So start small. Start with 1 rakat, 3 rakat, like maybe 5 rakats. Yeah, 5 might be a bit too much for you to at the start. But just start with just one witr. Just one witr is your tahajjud. That's all. That's all you start with. It takes you 15 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes maximum. And then that's your private time with Allah. That's your private time with the one who created you. And as I said, I don't know why your mental health gets so much better when you pray the Tahajjud. But I guess one of the ways, like one of the reasons that has just came into my mind right now could be that you get time to talk to someone. You get time to talk to someone whom you know will never break your heart, whom you know will never backstab you, whom you know will never do something that is not in your, like, that is not good for you. So you just get time to just talk to someone, because if you don't know, like, one of the best ways to improve your mental health is just talk. Just let that negativity come out of you. No, I'm not saying go on a yap or something like that. No, instead, like, talk to people who you trust. And who can you trust more than Allah, whom you know will never ever ever backstab you? And then the third way for you to improve your mental health as a Muslim is going to the gym. And of course, this was going to be here. You might be saying, wait, how will going to the gym improve my mental health and help me, like, deal with the negative thoughts and depression? Well, if you have ever gone to the gym, or if you have ever sat around, or like have been friends with gym guys, people who go to the gym, have you ever seen a depressed gym guy? I have changed 3 different gyms in my life in the past 1 year or so. And I have never seen a guy who comes to the gym regularly and he is depressed. Like, yeah, like something bad happens in his life. Like, yeah, he might get depressed and sad for like 1, 2, 3 days, even a week. But depression for 6 months? No, bro, that's impossible for a gym guy to be in. Because I have a reason for this. Because what is depression? What is anxiety? What is poor mental health? That is negativity. And I know this might sound woo woo and like pseudoscience or whatever, but negativity, like depression, is all about energy. You have just stored up a lot of bad energy, dark energy in you. And when you go to the gym and you lift weights and you're like screaming and all of that stuff, you let that negativity, you let that dark energy out of you. Like, yeah, you want to keep some of it because it's really good for you. It's a different reason. But you let that negativity, like 99% of it, let it out of you when you go to the gym, because now you're using it for lifting weights. Now you are using that negativity, that dark, bad energy on the weights in the gym. And so that will improve your mental health. And so sign up to a gym within 24 hours of you watching this video. Look at the time right now, the time you are watching this video. Look at the time and sign up to a gym within 24 hours of you watching this video. If you don't, I hate you, because you have just watched a, like, I don't know, 25 minutes long video on mental health, and the actionable steps I have given you, you're not even willing to take action on those. You don't respect your time, and you don't respect your attention, and you don't respect yourself, and you don't love yourself. I don't know why, but for some reason, you seem to not have those emotions for you. You seem to not care about yourself and how you are doing in your life. And so, as I said, if you want to join a community of like-minded people, Muslims who are on self-improvement, go and check out the first link in the description if you are male, and go and check out the second link in the description if you are a female. And so, if I get killed for telling you all of these things, then you must carry on without me, and inshallah, I will see you in Jannah.